Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the Stormwood team's in that whole Regency world where they showed up and Liz got mistaken for the local Liz, who it turns out had been kidnapped. Anyways, the team went to go investigate the kidnapping, ending up at an inn where a Highwayman was holding the young Elizabeth Stormwood of this universe, and finding her completely unharmed and the Highwayman being rather attractive, certain members of the team contemplated teaming up with the Highwayman to try to get his ransom or rob a place or do a heist, but our Liz was pretty down on that idea morally, and Amy acquiesced to rationality, and rather than teaming up with the Highwayman, instead they let Liz and Dee helped the local Elizabeth escape, while Amy stayed behind to, let's say, distract the Highwayman. She distracted the Highwayman and then made her own exit.
All right, so the carriage,
probably just
the truck makes it to the manor house.
And about like 20 to 30 minutes later, I show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get there first.
Yep. Okay. So Elizabeth will get out, and then I will get out, and I guess I'll put a veil over my face.
I don't know. No one seemed to have a problem with two Amy's walking around or two Obi's walking around. These people just accept it. Either that or Brent's going to think he started drinking early and he sees two of you. How drunk is Brent? No,
All right, and you're just going to let her head in?
Yeah.
All right. She heads in.
I'm like close behind her.
I was going to say,
All
yeah,
right.
we got to go in. Obi's in there.
Yeah.
So as soon as she exits the carriage, Elizabeth fairly rushes into the manor, off to search for Brent, like a heat-seeking missile.
All right, I'm quick after her.
All right, so Liz, you're sticking with her?
Unless something else happens. Yep.
Okay. And she knows the manor fairly well, so she's like making a loop around and just like peeking in each room as she passes. And she gets to the library and she rushes in. You see Brent is standing at one of the bookcases with an open book in his hands. My sweetest. Oh, I always forget Brent's voice.
Just a dude. He's just like, I just used my own voice, so like, yeah, he's just a dude.
My darling. And they have a beautiful little reunion.
Yeah, Brent is the beige of men, so it's kind of a...
I imagined him like picking her up and swinging her around. Then I realized he's like 2 feet shorter than her.
Yeah.
Or a foot shorter than her.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he couldn't like grab her like from like lower than the waist. And he's, he's a dwarf. They're still relatively strong. So
yeah, and Liz is still relatively short.
Well, she like bends over and like grabs his head and like kisses both his cheeks.
Yeah, in our world, the average height for both like dwarves, halflings, and goblins is all about 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
So.
My darling, I missed you so. What happened to you? Oh, and like, they go off in dribble conversation. Whatever.
Okay.
It's not important.
Yeah. All right. Then I'll just wander back the way I came. Look on the lookout for the Obies or other Amy or Moira.
You see other Amy coming down the stairs.
I go up to her.
You?
Me. We rescued Elizabeth, so yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Where is she?
She's here, safe.
Where is she? She's in the library.
Why? I know where she is.
Becca
but she's
knows,
being suspicious.
Becca knows where she is. That doesn't mean Liz is telling Amy, other Amy.
Yeah, Amy's being suspicious. So why do you need to know?
What? Because I'm her bodyguard.
You're her bodyguard. You certainly weren't doing very well.
Oh, Liz from the other universe is judging me. Oh no. Right. So I'm gonna go find her. And she kind of pushes past you.
Oh, that
Why
was her
weren't you
saying
with
that.
her?
Sorry, you didn't use the accent that time, so it threw me off.
I
It's
am
okay.
a forgetful butt.
It's okay, as long as we're clear. As long as we're clear who was talking there. That it was.
Shouldn't
the
you have been with
character.
her? Were you with her?
She's like going. She's plain ignoring you.
You seemed shocked to see me at my own wedding.
Yeah. I was. Because I was supposed to be there before you. And yet,
That's the only reason?
yeah. Why are you so suspicious?
No reason.
Oh, no reason. Yeah, like that's not suspicious at all.
Were you in on it?
In on what?
The kidnapping?
Kidnapping? She was kidnapped?
All right, I'm going to go.
I'm assuming I'm arriving by now.
Yeah.
All right, so actually, the first thing we do when I get to the house, and I'm obviously going to spot the carriage truck outside, like behind the thing, so I'm assuming they got here safely.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to fly around and try to find, from the outside, the windows, whatever room Brent is in.
Okay. Yeah, you find it on the back of the house. There's your library.
I am still, again, flying, and I'm just going to float. Like, is this the second floor or first floor?
First floor.
How tall are the windows?
6 feet.
Then I'm going to be at least a foot off the ground. It's not as dramatic if we, but I'm going to be floating there. And I'm going to, I have this picture of Brent sitting in the room and me tapping on the glass from above.
Oh, no. He is standing with Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they're having their reunion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I knew as a player that Brent was with Elizabeth. Amy didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Amy has been challenged to a duel and is still annoyed at Brent. So I'm going to ominously, floating in the air, tap on the window closest to Brent to get his attention. And when he looks, I'm going to stick my arm out and have Onyx land on, like, my arm, my extended arm.
He's going to look properly shocked. Elizabeth is right next to him, and she's just going to, like, grin like super widely and, like, give little claps, like, oh! And she's going to bend over to Brent and, like, whisper at him.
And I'm just going to, like, mouth the words Duel at Brent.
And he's going to go super pale and kind of, like, not wanting to reveal his mistake, tell Elizabeth something. He's kind of, like, really bashful about it. And she is just, like, looks offended and just like, how dare you? Like,
at me or at Brent?
At Brent.
Okay.
She's mad at Brent.
Right. It just had to make sure.
And she's like gesturing at you to be like, her, you chose her as your target this time? And he's like, yeah, I kind of did. And she's like, waggling her finger, like, I'm very disappointed in you, young man, kind of thing.
At this point, I'm kind of settling back down to the ground because I'm just like watching this.
Yeah.
As my head tilts a little bit to the side.
Yep. And she's like pointing at you, like, go apologize and call the duel off. Like, go apologize. And he's like, yes, I'll go and call it off. I'm sorry. And he like goes over to you and opens one of the lower portions of the window.
Okay. I lean down to the window. Hey, Brent.
I'm very sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to call the duel off.
Can you understand why I said last night that you weren't going to marry the woman I pointed at? Because she wasn't your Liz. This is your Liz. Elizabeth, sorry.
I'm sorry.
That maybe I was trying to look out for people and, deal with the case of mistaken identity.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, good little boy here. Okay. Now you can go back to your nice little life, and I won't murder you with my bird.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he closes the window and goes back.
All right, I'm gonna
and Liz is just like, very good. We'll have no more of that nonsense.
I'm gonna go try to find, I guess, D first.
What's D doing?
Yeah, what is
Actually.
between D and Liz, I guess,
Number 4. If they don't reach a piece, that's all right. Time to get some pistols. No, we don't need pistols. You're useless, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Useless.
Yeah, D, where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Did you go into the house, or are you like outside?
D is standing outside, like actually on the at the front steps, pacing back and forth, trying to remember the lyrics to 10 Dueling Commandments.
Okay. That makes good. Good. That actually makes perfect sense. I find you first. Good. I kind of just like, I flew around the house because, I've got a working flying spell. I may as well use it for speed. And I just kind of float down next to D. Hey, D, what's up? Duel's off.
God, that is... Oh, thank God. I cannot remember the lyrics to this goddamn song.
That Elizabeth was so sweet. I didn't want to kill her fiance. She deserves to wake up miserable like every other closeted queer woman.
Oh, shit. You were going to kill him? Damn. Like, I thought we were just going to, like, shoot him in, like, the leg or something.
No, we were going to deal with birds.
I mean, yeah, but, like, the bird could, like, I don't know, like...
no.
Injure him?
Okay, let's be clear. I was never going to kill him. I was just probably going to have Onyx, like, cut his face or something and, like, do it in a real
like, have
dramatic way, do the whole, like,
face scar.
that thing with, like, where it doesn't look like anything happened and then, like, the blood runs down, like, from that little line on the face kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. But,
yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
As dramatic as that sounds, I'm kind of glad we walked away from it. Maybe Lin-Manuel was right. I guess most disputes do die and no one shoots.
So you guys obviously decided to go with the take Elizabeth back option.
Yeah, I fucking hate these people, but I guess I get it. I don't know. Maybe I should be the one to talk to Liz on this one. I think she's real fucked up over the fact that, like, other Liz is so fucking straight-laced and,
And boring,
into this Brent guy.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I mean, yeah, but on the other hand, I just spent most of my day hanging out with my doppelganger, getting high and playing cards. And you know what? As, like, shitty as his life sounds, like, it seems like he's happy with it. And you know what? Maybe that's just it. Maybe these people are doppelgangers who look just like us, but that doesn't make them us. I don't know.
No,
I'm feeling kind of existential today.
It's only weird because
kind of relieved I don't have to remember that fucking song.
We've met another version of me before, right? Like, we met Eye Patch Amy in that other world, and so it's like, and she was just like me. Like, she was just like me. And
yeah.
Like, in the last world we were in, like, we didn't meet that Liz, but everybody, like, but that Brent seemed to think that she was acting exactly like his Liz.
Who knows? Like, maybe it's just, like, I'm really strong...
think about this world is weird, but, like, so there are versions of us walking around, but apparently there was no, like, Mark Twain having happened already. Like, I made a reference to a Mark Twain story the other day, and, like, because I didn't think about it, it's like, and obviously nobody here understood it, but, like, so we exist, but, like, not other things didn't happen. We happened earlier in the timeline, but other things didn't. So it's like, who knows? Universal travel is weird.
A universe that has cis me and no screw tape letters. Fuck that.
Well, it's
What I read sometimes.
No, that's
the
fine.
Weird shit.
I mean, this place wasn't all bad. I'm glad you guys got out of there safely. I didn't have much time to check on you then. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it went okay. I finally had a good reason to bust out the Back to the Future soundtrack on my phone, actually. So that's pretty cool.
It's good. It's good.
if you don't take the opportunity to play Johnny Be Good to someone from the wrong time period, then I feel like what's even the point of time traveling?
Really, I don't even know if that would make an impact, though, on this Elizabeth.
It doesn't. I don't know. She's bugged out.
Nothing seems to make an impact on this Elizabeth.
She's got a hookup. She can get that good ass opium. It'll be fine.
No,
maybe with how fucked up this timeline is, they didn't ruin China. They probably did though. Fuck these people.
Do I have? Yeah, okay. D?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that, like, you don't always pick up on things that, like, other people are hinting towards?
No.
Do you know what your rad score is?
I'm extremely rad, actually. I used to hang out with these skate punk dudes.
Because, like, and you get a real firm special interest. There are certain things that are underdiagnosed in women. Okay.
I mean,
anyways, let's. I'm disappointed that we didn't get to do a heist. It is true, and maybe we'll get to rob someone in the next universe.
I still say fuck these people. There's no way that this fortune didn't come from exploiting some third world country. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, probably. But you know what? We're not going to destroy the system ourselves because we're leaving.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And if we were going to spend our time saving every world we came into from every little thing that was wrong, I think we would have done more in that universe with the zombies underwater.
Nah, I don't know what there was to save. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Whatever. I'm gonna.
It's or like that entire universe that was like built on xenophobia.
Yeah, that fucking sucked. This is as much as this sucks. I mean, if we're stuck here for a little bit longer, I think we're gonna get high and play some more cards. How about you?
I think I'm gonna go find Liz and find out what's going on with her and maybe check on Obi.
Yeah, let's check on Obi. I'll check on Obi first. Then I'm gonna get high.
Okay,
in that order.
Let's go check on Obi because I at least know where he was playing before.
That hard to find, I mean, he's Obi.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Obi.
I join in the Obi hunt.
Okay.
I just feel like I haven't seen him for a few hours and I want to check in on him.
That's fine. Roll me a d10.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Ooh. You can't seem to find him anywhere.
This die is going back in the bag to not be rolled again.
And D, since you're also on the hunt, why don't you roll me a d10?
8.
8. Awesome. So you find him hiding under a table.
Oh, hey!
Hey, bud.
What's up? We're playing hide and seek.
Oh, shit. Sorry, didn't mean to ruin your hiding spot.
Okay.
Just checking in to make sure you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're doing great.
Okay. Cool. Then you just keep having fun.
Okay.
Don't wander outside the grounds. There's a highwayman out there.
Oh, yeah, I heard about him.
I mean, you're probably safe for about another... I look at where a watch should be, and there is no watch because we're in everything's Regency. And also, I don't even normally wear a watch, but I can't grab my phone because my phone doesn't exist while I'm outside of the truck. It's probably another 2 hours till it's really dangerous to go back out there. But, for now, just, stay on the grounds.
Okay.
I'm going to go look for Liz.
Hey.
What?
Are we going to the wedding tomorrow?
If they let us, we can, if you want to.
That'd be cool.
I have no problem going to the wedding, Obi.
Okay.
It's going to be a hell of a thing to watch. And by that,
That's going to be surreal.
I mean, I don't really care about the actual wedding itself, but Liz's face is going to be a hell of a thing to watch during that.
Oh, shit, you're right. All right, I'm in.
I'm going to go find Liz.
Cool.
Did we finish that conversation? Like, did she walk away, or are we still doing that?
Oh, she walked away from you.
Cool. Okay. Then Liz, I think she's gonna go like find like an empty table and an empty ballroom and grab a bottle of wine
Okay.
and just sit there.
Yeah, you go back to the main ballroom, which is now pretty empty, except for like a servant cleaning up. And you ask for a bottle of wine, and he goes and fetches you one.
Thank you.
He bows and leaves the room.
Yeah, she just goes and sits alone, slumped.
I figure at some point I'm going to wander in.
Mm.
I'll walk into the ballroom.
Cool.
Hey, Liz. You guys seem to have gotten out all right.
Did you get that out of your system?
You could...
Yeah.
I'm walking
All right.
over. I'm going to grab the bottle of wine, take a swig, and hand it back to her. Sit down next to her. Yeah, you can... I don't think anyone's got to worry about a highwayman for a few hours. Because I'm not releasing the spell for a few hours.
Oh my.
Let me tell you. Everyone says yes to an immobilized spell in certain conditions, and they don't think about the fact that I'm going to leave.
Right.
Sorry. I know it's probably not great.
Whatever.
It's... You and I were a bad idea, and I think we both realize that. And I think we're both kind of past that, at least to some degree. I hope we are. But speaking of Elizabeth Stormwood making terrible decisions, you excited for tomorrow's wedding?
God. Do we have to?
I have to watch it happen. It has, like, we're gonna be here. Why not?
All right.
At least some version of one of us should be able to have some sort of happily ever after in some world, even if it makes zero sense. That... How is that Elizabeth like...
I don't know.
It's stunning. She is...
She's so incurious.
I don't know. It's like this almost an innocence combined with a completely open mind. But like so open that her brain fell out.
She's not the only one, though. I had a hunch about other Amy. It didn't seem to pan out.
You too?
I
Like,
don't
I
know.
100% thought she was in on it when I first met her.
Right?
100%.
Someone was sent ahead with a ransom demand, and it never showed up.
Yeah.
And she was shocked to. I don't know.
Like, she was shocked to see you when you were here, and like she didn't expect it. What happened to the ransom note?
I don't know.
Like, and the frustrating thing is, like, we're never gonna know the answer to this question because we're gonna go And
We're gonna go.
like, this wasn't some evil plan where like they're determined to specifically capture Elizabeth Stormwood. It's based on what that very handsome idiot was saying. It sounds like she was just a rich person of opportunity. Like, so I don't feel like she's in any additional danger.
No.
Because, like, her life wasn't in danger this entire time. That guy... Yeah.
And she's leaving.
Yeah. Are they... yeah,
Presumably going back to
the Slatebeard residence?
wherever the Slate. They're
Yeah.
not from. They're not from Connecticut. I don't know.
We're not in... Who knows where the hell we are? I don't know what continent we're on. We got a bunch of people, like, we got people walking around, like, we can't rely on the versions of the people we're meeting here for our geography, right? Because we got, you know, Brent and you, and, like, you lived in Chicago, and Obi lived in Chicago, but, like, I only came to the Midwest for a job. Like, I'm from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
What would drag, like, do we even know what this Amy's here for?
She's the bodyguard, the shitty bodyguard.
Okay, that explains why she was dressed up but sleeping in the servants' quarters. Because you'd want a bodyguard to blend in to the fancy
there you go.
crowd.
There you go. Makes sense. Okay. Yep.
But what a shitty bodyguard. Why would you go ahead? Why wouldn't you travel with the person you were trying to protect while there's a known highwayman in the area? Like, is it possible she's just really bad at her job? See, now I'm suspicious all over again, because if there's a known highwayman, why wouldn't you travel with her? I don't know. It's like the blandest versions of ourselves in this universe. Even like the equivalent of D is like a boring version of D.
Yeah.
I'm going to take another swig of the wine bottle.
Liz has been drinking it.
Yeah. I can't even imagine what circumstances these people's lives have produced. I mean, like, I guess, like, you grew up with money, but you didn't grow up in this kind of aristocracy. Like,
no.
Is environment that much of a difference? Like, if you grew up in a world where you couldn't go to, like, a formal university, like, is this what would have happened to you if you thought it was never even a choice? Like, I can't imagine that. Because, look, I think I know you pretty well. I spent a lot of time with you that you don't remember, but I know you pretty well. And there is one thing I will never say about Liz Stormwood. I would never call Liz Stormwood incurious. There are a lot of things about you that drive me nuts, but your brain is not one of them. You're a smart person who pretty much you're a very smart person. And if that girl has even half your intelligence, it is being wasted and burned in this world. Like, I see how we get to D being D. Like, it's like a boring version of D, but I can see how environment might produce this outcome. Obi's Obi, 100% Obi. There's literally, like, the only difference I can find between those two is an accent.
Yeah.
And whatever me this is, I guess working as a bodyguard is something I might have ended up doing if, you know, not given opportunities or whatever. But you're smarter than me. And this Liz is not smarter than this Amy. Although this Amy's pretty stupid because she should have traveled with fucking Elizabeth. What the actual absolute fuck? I'm taking another drink.
I don't know. I talked to her on the way back. She seems happy. I don't know. I don't want her to miss out on a life she might otherwise
I'm like, what
want.
What if this is actually like, what if, and this is like, this could just be what you would be like if you were straight. The straights are boring, hun. Apparently, if you remove queerness from Liz Stormwood, she becomes boring. At this point, Onyx is 100% on a chandelier, slowly pecking away at part of it and probably damaging it. I think I'm going to keep the bird out more.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Doesn't bother anyone? Like, because I know it's pretty big, so it's you know, sometimes I know can be a lot when we're all in the truck, but...
I mean, it freaks D out. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. And so, okay, so that thing's an extension of my subconscious. It really likes D, which is really alarming to me. It wants to be around D all the time. I have to keep telling it not to be.
Are you into D?
Not romantically, but I think I like her more than I'm willing to admit. Like, I think I'm actually friends with her. I think D's becoming my best friend. I think the look of weird disgust on Amy's face, this is an audio medium. I need to communicate the expression that my face just made when I was saying that. I think yeah. Oh God. Look at Liz, I think Dee's becoming like one of my best friends. That's fucking weird. I'm taking another drink.
I guess good, because stuck in a truck with her for who knows how long.
Oh God, I think we're all family now. And I think we're the parents, Liz. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, The Feywild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ plus podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.
Awesome.
Sorry, I ruined y'all's heist.
It's okay.
It's in character.
It was,
Maybe we can still do some heisting. I don't know.
No, that was perfectly in character. That made absolute sense. And I will tell you that Amy didn't realize exactly how far down a path she'd gone until she got out of the stable, because she got so into playing the bit. Like, that's really what happened, was just that I got down there and I was like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we going to do this for this guy? Like, I got so far into the bit. Like, it's that thing where, like, you're, like, we kind of, like, switched to, like, this con mode where we technically were telling the guy true things to avoid the conflict, but make him seem like we were on his side. And then I got, like, really into it and didn't really think about any of the repercussions or the why are we doing this. Like, it completely fell out of her head because the guy was really hot. And yeah, no, it 100% was a... As we got down to the stables, and I was like, why are we doing this? Like, you were like, why are we doing this for this guy? I'm like, why are we doing this for this guy?
He just hates these people, like, deeply and abidingly.
Right, but we don't count on D
Just
to
like-
be the responsible one.
That's fair.
D's gonna D.
You should put this conversation at the end of one of the episodes.
And Amy kind of got what she wanted out of the whole situation anyways.
Yeah.
That is the first time that I have ever in a role-playing game had to roleplay around that happening with one of my characters. And I have been playing role-playing games for like 30 years at this point. Almost 30 years.
I was really proud of that. And I'm assuming she told you politely but firmly that snitches get stitches.
I did not expect it to go this way, but I'm very pleased with how it's going. Like, oh, good Lord. That little fight in the stables. Oh, chef's kiss. That's like peak Regency drama.
I don't know what it says about me that's where my brain went of like, what is D going to be talking to this ne'er-do-well about? Scaring horses, probably.
We have gone so far off of whatever rails Gen thought she had.
Nah, well, it happens.
I feel like we're back to maybe closer to what she had planned now.
What?
Well,
Just because she probably had us planned to have us fight the Highwayman, and we went in a different direction.
Let's just say I had a couple possibilities planned out, and you went with none of them. So, yeah. This might end earlier than I expected, but that's okay.
We got some role playing to do. I think we need to talk with
Brent
Moira
still challenged me to a duel.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe there's going to be a duel, and there's Moira and Amy in there. I don't know.
I'm a little bummed about the heist, though. Oh, well. Oh, well. I can show you guys the cool stuff I made for it later. All right.
Well, the problem was that Liz made sense. Liz made sense and popped Amy out of her kind of like rebellion of not wanting to be like the uptight version that she thinks she met. Like because she doesn't know the full details of this Amy's life of this world, but she just met like her nightmare version of herself is what she effectively thinks, and went like, I need to rebel. I need to do something weird and stupid. And
that's fine.
yeah. But then Liz pointed out that this is weird and stupid. And that actually made sense.
There's no reason for this.
Yeah. Which kind of popped Amy back into a more rational state of mind. I had a whole plan.
All right, ready to jump back in?
Yeah.
Okay,